Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. As the title of the video suggests, I will be doing a little flip through of my Hobonichi cousin and all of the spreads that I've done so far. It's been a little over a month, so I have a few things to show you. And this is also kind of a way to show you that I'm actually not the best at keeping up with my planner. I have a lot of blank spreads as well, and I will show you all of that. Just as a preface, I usually use the Energel Clena, and I actually accidentally started using the 0.4, and I find that it works really well in the Hobonichi cousin, or just in general the Tomo River paper, because it's so thin. So this is a cover I decorated with a bunch of my emoji seals from my shop, and I love just looking at it. So for the first month, I didn't do much for the monthly spread because I already have a Google Calendar anyways, and I don't know, I just didn't really like the look of that. For February, I tried to do some sticker planning, and obviously we're only a week into February, so it's not looking too full yet. So in my next update video, I will show you all what this will end up looking like. So my monthly spreads aren't too interesting. So this was my first weekly spread in this planner, and I kind of winged the layout, and I actually really like how it turned out. So for the following weeks, I actually kept this similar layout, and yeah, I really like this hour by hour planning. I also don't plan a lot on Sundays just because a lot of it is catch up and doing chores and stuff. This was my second weekly spread, and I went with a pink theme. For the first few weeks, I tried to keep a weekly color scheme. The next week, I was just not having it this week. Although later on in my daily spreads, you'll see that I kept up with my daily journal. I just didn't keep up with the weekly section. Then I went with a purplish theme for this week. I also really love how this turned out. I really like doing color schemes because it also makes picking out stickers really easy, because I just pick out some pinks and blues and purples and it'll work really well. And I also like the lavender there. And then this was a rainbow week. Again, I didn't fill out the weekend and Friday, which later on in the daily spreads you'll see that I was having a terrible week, and I also didn't fill out this page. I don't keep up with my planner every single day if I'm feeling down or extremely busy, and I think I want to redo the spread in the future and actually finish it, so it looks really nice. And then this is this current week. I didn't plan at all the first half of the week because I was just so incredibly busy, but I did feel like planning the second half of the week because I finished a lot of things on the first half and I had more time. This one doesn't really have a theme. I just went with whatever leftover stickers I had and mostly used black, white, and gray. So that's about it for the weekly spreads, and then I'm going to move on to my daily spreads. I have quite a bit to show, and you will see me put papers and sticky notes everywhere just because it's either a work project that I'm working on or just something personal. So yeah, this was my first daily spread. It was very neat. The rest of my daily spreads are definitely not this neat. Then this was the beginning of my pink week, and I also did a plan with me on this, and I really like how the floral doodles turned out. And I started incorporating some quotes or quotations from the books that I was reading. Oh, this was my shop reopening, which is quite exciting. Right, I completely forgot. So for my shop reopening, I changed up the website. So I was making some subcategories, and yeah, this was the beginning of my blue themed week, and this was also the week where I didn't finish the weekly spread, but I did keep up with my daily spreads. For some reason, I decided to use like a purplish magenta ink, and it does not match the blue at all. so I switched back to black for the rest of the week. These few days I was really obsessed with All the Light We Cannot See. I read it several years ago, and then I reread it during this week, and it was just so good. Also, I started experimenting with doing some like energy level trackers. I don't know what else to say. Some days I write a lot, and other days I don't write as much. I thought this was kind of funny. I just wrote soy and zombie. This was the start of my purple themed week. I do coordinate with my weekly spreads, so yeah. Sometimes I don't end up finishing the spreads the day of, and I'll just go back in the next day and fill it in. And what happened here? I am way too lazy to read all of that, but I think I was just having a terrible anxiety day, and I also realized I used the wrong pen. I accidentally used the 0.5 Energel Clena instead of 0.4. And then most of what I write is complete gibberish. It's just like a random train of thought. So yeah, I don't like rereading all of that. I do like the florals I drew here. And then we have this spread. Nothing too interesting because I was just working and studying. And I really like these florals too. Anyways, I've been doing some research for the past several weeks, but I really wanted to get started on the actual writing and the data collection, so I allocated a little bit of space for that, just for brainstorming. As you can see, it gets very messy. I realized I really suck at research. I was just feeling very frustrated. And then this was the start of my rainbow week, and just wanted to do something colorful. And then from this spread onwards, you'll see that I break my daily journaling streak just because I was very busy finishing up my research paper and general work stuff. Pulled an all-nighter on Tuesday, and I was just sketching out some of my graphs for research. I attempted to continue, but I really just had zero time. And I skipped basically an entire week. So that is about it for this flip through. I hope you got some inspiration and insight for how I journal. Next week I think is going to be a little less busy, so I'm going to continue with my daily spreads. But yeah, I hope this gives you some assurance that I'm actually not very diligent with my planner, as you can see. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!